latinos en América estamos discutiendo aquí cómo podemos resolver el futuro de los jóvenes que viven en el Valle del Antílope. I am telling them that we are discussing how we're going to help all the younger population in the Antelope Valley in some way that they can have a better quality of life than their parents. Tenemos aquí al superintendente, al mero de las escuelas preparatorias del Valle del Antílope, Nehen, y tenemos también a Ana Peña, que es la maestra de inglés y de English as a Second Language, coordina los grupos de los padres, etcétera, etcétera, y hoy nos ayuda con la traducción. Okay, let's continue then with our conversation, please.
So we talked about the development of the strategic plan, but some of you may be asking why. Why are we developing a plan? And really what it does is through the change in the state government and the budget cycles and changes in board compositions, it gives the district as a whole a North Star or a guiding light to continue to work towards. And every year we can evaluate what is our progress towards these goals. Are these goals still relevant? They were developed with input from the community. Are they still relevant today? And so we do a 5 or a 7 year plan. This gives the district a destination and a way to stay on track through changes and challenges or opportunities.
El señor Nehen comenta de que ha explicado lo que es el plan estratégico o el que se va a crear en los siguientes años, pero el por qué estamos haciendo esto y cuál es la meta. Poniendo este plan estratégico en marcha, tenemos metas y objetivos que vamos a revisar, vamos a evaluar, y dado a que cambia nuestra mesa ejecutiva, cambia nuestro liderazgo, pero tenemos estas metas que han sido construidas con colaboración de la comunidad y de nuestros padres. Esto va a ser lo que nos guíe como distrito.
Okay. Well, sounds really good. And now I was thinking, it's so important to choose the people that represent us in every single place, because I can imagine that, because if I was now a board member, maybe I don't have all the experience that I require to be a board member of a high school. How do you prepare the board members to become experts or to have at least the basics about education when they are new? Because, for example, the education code is a big deal. Well, very complex, etc., etc. What do you do to prepare the new board members that they can understand exactly what is their role in the school?
Yeah, that's a great question, Lilia. And being a board member is a huge responsibility. And our board members were all elected by their the public in their respective districts. And coming into education, not having worked in it before, it's an overwhelming proposition. There's so much to know, so much to learn, so much to understand about what we provide for our students and for the community. So it's a learning process, and it starts with understanding what the budget is, understanding what ed code is, understanding the purpose of a governing board and the purpose of board meetings on an ongoing basis. And then it's getting out to different campuses and seeing firsthand, seeing who the student populations we serve, who the teachers that serve them are, and what are the programs that we offer.
Lilia pregunta sobre nuestra mesa ejecutiva y cómo se prepara un miembro que entre a esta mesa y cómo guiarlo para hacer un trabajo excelente. Lo que el señor Nehen comenta es de que sí es un trabajo enorme de entrar a una mesa ejecutiva de una escuela y entender no solo lo que es la ley cuando se tiene que ver con la educación, sino que el plantel, los estudiantes, el distrito. Se tiene que ver mucho con colaboración, aprendizaje, que visiten las escuelas, que vean de primera mano quiénes son nuestros estudiantes y qué programas ofrecemos, y un continuo de aprendizaje.
There is an organization called the California School Boards Association, or CSBA, and they're a great resource for district superintendents and board members in providing professional development and conferences on what are the new hot topics, what is the new upcoming legislation, and continuing education on being the best board member and the best governing board that each of our elected bodies can be.
Hay una organización que trabaja con las mesas ejecutivas para ofrecerles conferencias y desarrollo profesional para que sepan lo que viene en camino, las leyes, las condiciones y cómo ser el mejor miembro de esta mesa ejecutiva para el distrito.
Well, do you know, really sounds difficult if you haven't had administrative experience before. It's going to be very challenging. And well, I'm so glad that there are resources for them to prepare themselves, and that they have the energy and the desire to become every time a better board member for everybody, you know. But you know, now let me ask you, I can insist, we are 70% Hispanics, 12% Black. I suppose this reflects the demographics of the community.
It's a close reflection.
So, do you know, we are becoming a community in which we are so many that if we don't help them to go ahead with everybody else, our only investment that we have, that is our houses, the prices are going to go down, and we should everybody understand that. But how can we help students that they are having so much problems right now? It's a big challenge. Just tell me, how are you going to do it?
That's a very broad question. First thing we need to do is get them into school. We need to get them to school every day and give them a purpose, give them something to work towards, whether it be a career, whether it be a college aspiration, whether it be some connection to the campus. We get them to school and we get them connected. That's the first piece.
Ella pregunta qué podemos hacer para nuestra comunidad hispana. Nuestro distrito tiene 70% hispanos, casi 70%, 12% afroamericanos. Y ella pregunta qué podemos hacer para ayudarles y asegurarnos de que les estemos dando las oportunidades que necesitan para poder ser exitosos. El señor Nehen dice que la prioridad número 1 es asegurarnos que nuestros chicos asistan a la escuela, que estén involucrados, que estén interesados en lo que es la escuela y los programas.
Now that you know that you are talking with all the parents, maybe they have children that they just went to the first grade. Tell them how important is for everybody, for every student. The two more important things that they have to do is be at school every single day and be on time. And why is that so important?
It's important to be there every day because the learning process is a continuum. And we know that students get sick. We especially learned through the pandemic. If you're sick, stay home. But there's other reasons students are staying home that aren't because they're sick. It's because they don't necessarily want to be there or they don't quite understand the work. We can't help them with the work if they're not there. So showing up is on a daily basis is incredibly important, and showing up on time is important. The state of California put in some legislation that high schools cannot start before 8:30. So students have a little bit more time. Most of them have a little bit more time to sleep in. We still have a number of students who are on campus starting at 7:45, 8 o'clock, even though our start time isn't until 8:45. So being there, being on time, those are two important pieces. And those are preparation pieces for the rest of their life, for a working life, for an ongoing college career.
Lilia pregunta sobre la importancia de estar en las clases, asistir consistentemente. El señor Nehen nos comenta de que es esencial que nuestros chicos estén en las escuelas todos los días, en sus salones, todos los días con consistencia para poder ayudarles con sus dilemas académicos. El estado de California pasó una ley indicando que no podemos empezar el día escolar hasta las 8:30 para los chicos de la high school. Son nuestros chicos a las 8:45 están comenzando sus clases, pero tenemos muchachos ahí antes, obviamente. Es esencial que nosotros como padres hablemos con nuestros niños y les digamos la importancia de estar en clases todos los días.
Do you know what happens if you don't arrive on time? You are going to be worried. I tell you because in Mexico, one of the big problems is that we always arrive late. And when I arrived late to my class, I was always worried that the teacher was going to ask me for whatever she said when I wasn't there. And my time in the class was worry about what she was going to ask me. And then I didn't focus in the learning process. So I believe that if you arrive late or miss one day, then the following day you don't want to go because you don't know what happened yesterday. And the problem is getting worse and worse and worse. So it's so easy. Your only responsibility is to go every single day to school and be on time. And in that way, you are going to be happy. You are going to enjoy education, no suffer going to school.
I couldn't have said it better. I agree.
You agree? Not really. I think that is the key, and that is the key that can change the future of that child. Like a person who go to school every day on time is going to be successful in life. Is going to be able to choose the career that they want, to buy the car that they want, to live in the house that they want, to wear like they want, and not being jealous about everybody else. So
So I agree. This America to me is still the greatest country on the planet, and education is the key to unlocking all of students' opportunities. And so we need students to come and learn and believe in themselves. Their parents need to believe in them, and they need to dream big and have big aspirations for their future.
Lilia comenta sobre lo que es nuestra cultura y la idea de venir a la escuela y estar consistentemente ahí para aprender y tener la vida que hemos soñado nosotros como padres y nuestros hijos, que tengan ese sueño americano, digamos. Y nuestro Nehen comenta de que sí, de que él piensa de que este país es el país con las grandes oportunidades disponibles para nosotros. Tenemos que venir aquí a tener sueños grandes y luchar para poder completar esos sueños y tener la vida que hemos soñado.
O sea, en conclusión, si su hijo llega tarde a la escuela, luego no va a aprender porque está preocupado que le van a preguntar en el tiempo que no estuvo. Y si al día siguiente no va a querer ir a la escuela porque no sabe lo que ayer pasó y entonces está preocupado todavía, y así se va a ir haciendo el ciclo de ausencias y de llegar tarde más, peor y peor, y nunca van a poder alcanzar una carrera. Y si no alcanzan una carrera, se van a quedar viviendo en las mismas condiciones que se vive ahora, con mucha gente en la casa, con poco dinero, con muchísimas necesidades, cuando su hijo, si usted lo único que hace es llevarlo todos los días a la escuela y a tiempo, le va a cambiar su vida, de verdad. I have to tell them because, I just want to convince them that they can have a different kind of life if they really want it in the United States. And they came to the United States to improve, so they really have to improve in a big way. Amigos, muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure, and I wish you a lot of success with your strategy planning. We are so excited about it.
Gracias, Lilia. Thank you so much for having us.
Gracias. Hasta la vista, baby.